All right. Good evening, everybody. Bill Ball here out of Sarasota, Florida, and tonight is our launch webinar, and we go over tonight how to launch a new member. If you're a new member in the company, welcome. I come to find that if you get a new member launched off the right way from the very beginning, you're going to help them have tremendous success. So, there's a couple of critical things that I want to cover when we go over the launch. One of them is, what's your why? What's the reason why you decided to get started with us here in Valentus? You got to have a burning hot desire. You've got to have something that's going to get you out of bed in the morning. Something that's going to push you through the hard parts of the day. Through somebody's no or somebody's rejection. I come to find that if your why is big enough, the how is just going to happen. So always make sure you identify your why. That's the number one thing. If you got a new member on your team, help them identify what their why is. I'll tell you what my why is. My why is to build a big legacy for my family. When I started 13 years ago in this industry, I simply wanted to have something more. I wanted to have more time. I wanted to have more money together and time freedom. So for me, that's huge. Number two, schedule your virtual launch within the first 7 days of getting started. Dawn and I and other people on our team had tremendous success because they launched their business the right way. This is a business. So, think of it like this. If you were going to open a store, would you have the mayor come out to the store and have the big scissors with the ribbon and the whole 9 yards? Yes, you would. And the reason that you'd have the mayor come out and put it in a newspaper and have the radio station come out, and because you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on your traditional business or whatever it might be to open, right? Well, it's no different here at Valentus, but the only difference is this: your grand opening is a virtual launch, and it's really easy. You're going to make a list, you're going to invite people to it, and we'll do a webinar just like this and explain the product, explain the opportunity, which you're going to see that as we go a little further here tonight. At 9 o'clock, we start our opportunity webinar. Number three, join the team Facebook page, the Java Empower Group. This plugs you in. I found that the people that plug in this business are the ones that make the most money. I know we all have busy schedules. We all have lives. We do things. We're running around. We're always on the go. But this team Facebook page is going to keep you engaged and plugged into the system. Number four, watch the launch video that's at the top of the team Facebook page. At your leisure, it's pinned to the top. It's about 15 or 20 minutes long. And it's John Haremza talking about the app, talking about some critical things that are going to help you get your business off to a fast start. Number five, join the Valentus Company Facebook team page. That's Valentus Corp's company page. It'll keep you up to date on all the information that's happening with Valentus Corp. Number six, download the Share Valentus app. Go to valentusapp.com. I tell you what, that is an incredible site. I'll click on it here real quick. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, if it pops up that part of my screen share. It does? Okay, good. You go here and you can download it. You can log in. You can do all kinds of things directly from right here. And it's a great place to plug in. And the app, I run my entire business from the app. I got my phone on me. The other day I was out in the driveway. A lady was fixing my truck, a tear in my seat. She wanted to learn more about the Prevail Max spray and the K9 spray. I sent her a link right from my app. I asked her for phone number. Boom. It tells me when to follow up with her. It tells me how much of the video she watched. It's an invaluable tool to have. Number seven, subscribe to our text alerts at valentuscalls.com. You go right here, you click on text alerts, and it walks you right through how to set yourself up to receive these text alerts, guys. Also put these calls on your schedule. This, again, is a big part of plugging in. You plug into this system, you can't fail. Number eight, make your list. Your list is your inventory. I don't care what business you're in, you got to have the right tools. And it all starts with your list of people that you're going to share with. You've got to be organized. So many people I know just get started and they go through their phone and they just pick people that they want to talk to out of their phone. Guys, get organized and this business will pay you like a business. When I say that, I mean, I have a list of 100 people that I wanted to share this with when I first got started. And I revisit that list every 90 days. I'll tell you why, because people's lives change every 90 days. Now, I mean, if you have 10 people on your list and you're talking to the same 10 people, you're probably going to drive them crazy. So make your list big, right? Make a big list. I give you a lot of space here to write on. Also in page 14, there's a memory jogger. It's going to tell you page 14 of the success guide. Go to your valentus.com site. You can find it right there, the memory jogger. And it asks you questions like, who's your hair barber? Who's a flight attendant? Who do you know that's a bank teller? Who do you know that's a bartender? All these things that'll jog your memory, and you'll put a name next to each one of them. Number 9, practice inviting your list to the launch party. It's a real simple process, right? And I practice this with every single person I get started. When I launch them, I say, Jerry, let's practice the invite. And him and I physically invite each other back and forth. I go, here's how I'm going to invite you. I'm going to say, pretend you just picked up the phone. All right, now, by the way, first let me say calling is the best way to share. Keep it simple. Mass text, emails, mass Facebook invites, they don't work. They're not going to pack your virtual launch party, your webinar. It's not going to pack it out. If you want to pack out your virtual launch party, here's what you got to do. Pick up the phone, talk to your friend or colleague or whoever, and say, hey, Jerry, I just found out about something I have to share with you. Do you have a minute? You always want to ask if they have a minute, because if they don't have a minute, call them another time. If they say, no, I don't. Say, when can I talk to you later on? You're gonna have a minute. I got something I need to share with you. And they say later tonight, 6 o'clock. Put it in your book, call them at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, I called Jerry back. Hey, Jerry, great. You got time now? Good. Hey, do you drink coffee or know someone who does? That's a yes or yes answer, right? Question. Like, yeah, everybody knows somebody that drinks coffee. Hey, I just found out about a brand new product. It's weight loss coffee. This product's so awesome. I'm having a virtual party this Thursday night at 6 o'clock. You have to see this. It's amazing. We have some other amazing products that we're going to talk about as well. Can I count on you to tune in? Now, that last sentence I just said, can I count on you to tune in? That's huge, because what you're doing is you're saying to Jerry, hey, I'm counting on you to be there. You're gonna be there, right? He says, yes, of course he's gonna be there, right? So that locks him in. Now, what you're gonna do at that point is say this, hey, Jerry, I got a link I'm gonna send you, so you have some more information before the virtual party that we're having. So it's gonna ask you to enter your name, your email, and your phone number, and you can see some of the other awesome products we have. Is that okay? He says, yeah. I go, great. I'll see you. I'll send you the link, and I'll see you on Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Now, that link is going to put Jerry into our system. It's going to put him on that tour. Now, here's what you've done. You've exposed him by asking him a question about, do you know anybody that drinks coffee or would be excited about a weight loss coffee? He answered yes. He committed to be into your virtual launch. And now you've got him on tour where he's going to go gather some additional information. Now, when you put him on that tour, here's what's going to happen. Other people that you invite are going to go on that tour too. And everybody that goes on that tour, Jerry's going to get an alert. So-and-so just joined your business. So-and-so just joined under you. So-and-so just joined the tour under you. So-and-so. He's looking at this thing going, what the heck is going on here? All these people are joining the tour. Holy cow. Not only that, when Rob Bunce or Bill Ball or anybody that's up that line puts anybody on tour, it goes under to the bottom to Jerry. So Jerry's going to get notifications from every single person. He might get 15 to 20 notifications before his virtual launch. What do you think Jerry's thinking when he goes on that virtual launch on whatever day it is and he watches the information? I'm going to tell you right now why this thing is going viral. Because Jerry's thinking to himself, hey, I'm not in business by myself. This is incredible. I've never seen where people put people under me like this. This is exciting. Then that night, he's going to see how to get started. And then guess what? On the follow-up phone call that you make to Jerry that night, with maybe me on the line or somebody else on the line, he's going to get started in your business. Why wouldn't he? He's got all these people under him ready to go. So that's an exciting system right here. But understand that it all starts with your list, because you physically want to go and check off and make notes. Okay, talk to Jerry on November or whatever. He said, this isn't the right time. Call me back in a month. Well, guys, I don't care how smart you are, or how intelligent you think you might be, or how put together. You can't remember all that stuff. You can't remember it all. You're not going to remember all the people that you talked to and what you said to them. So you got to rely on your notes. And that's why this list is so valuable, and why, it's so important that you get organized. Plug into this system. And how do you plug into it? Every Wednesday night, get on this call, get on the new member launch. You know, there's two reasons to be on here. Either you got a new member you're launching, or you don't have a new member you're launching. Those are the two reasons. So there's no reason not to miss it. Here's why. If you learn this information, if you can recite this in your sleep, if you're dreaming about it, if you're thinking about it when you're driving to work in the morning and it's playing over in your head because you heard it every single Wednesday night at 8:45, you're going to know how to launch somebody. You're going to know how to coach them. You're going to understand. You know, here's the thing. It's like a college education, right? The only thing is you don't have to pay for this. You already bought in. You're a member. It was $20. If you're a member in the company, it was $20. You don't have to spend as much as you paid for in college, right? It's right here. Every Wednesday night, 8:45, we do this new member launch. At 9 o'clock, we start the opportunity presentation. In 4 minutes, we'll start it sharp. All right. We also have your website. That's your My Valentus site. Make sure you know what that is. That's where people are going to go order your products. You have a back office. It's valentus.com. It looks like this. This is exactly what your back office looks like here. You're going to click here to log in, and it's going to ask you for your login information, and that is your back office, okay? Now, it's very simple, but don't get confused. Your back office is where you're going to go to look at your business, and your My Valentus site is where you're going to send people to buy products and join your team. Does that make sense to everybody? Now, for your back office, you have a username and password. Look for the welcome email that you got from Valentus. It should all be on there if you don't know what that might be. All the calls are recorded at valentuscalls.com. Let me go back to that and show you how cool this is. All you have to do is go down the list here, and every single phone call is recorded, okay? I mean, and here is the global bonus. It's all printed out here for you. Everything you need to succeed is right here. We've got webinars here in English, Russian, Spanish, and Australian. We've got recordings that go all the way back to 2018. Sign up for your text alerts. You've got training, Valtribe training here. You've got all kinds of tools at this valentuscalls.com. You could join the Facebook groups from here. Guys, here's what I could share with you. There's more tools here than you could ever use the rest of your life. Just get good at a couple of them. You know, pick a couple of them out and use them, and then get good at a couple more and use those, and then get good at a couple more and use those. And before you know it, you're firing on all cylinders. When you're firing on all cylinders, guys, nothing can stop you. Add these calls to your list. Monday training, 12:30 Eastern time, Tuesday overview. These are calls, by the way. These are dial-in phone calls. This is the number that you call. It's not Zoom. These are all dial-in calls. Add these to your calendar. Thursday, 9 o'clock, Saturday, 12:30. That's plugging in, right? If you plug in and you become part of the system, you can't fail. Now, if you like this sheet that you just saw and you say, hey, I wish I had a copy of that, you don't have to take screenshots on your phone. If you don't want to, you can go to the Facebook Java Empower group and just join that group if you're not already there. Look under the Files tab, and you can print this form out from right there, okay? I would print it out and have it, you know, right on my board in front of me so you know how to launch a new member. Because here's the thing, getting a new member started is great, but if you just leave them out there with no information, no guidance, no way to succeed, they're probably going to have a really hard time. So show them that you care, launch them into the business the right way, and we'll go from there. God bless, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight.